Good morning and welcome to Championship Sunday here at Stan Slack Field at Errol Russell Park. So far, so good for the weather. We had a little bit of a sprinkle here this morning, but so far it's holding off. So our two semifinals are going to be able to go on time. Our feature game here at the main park, it will be the Ilderton River Hawks taking on the Sarnia Brigade in an all-Southwestern League matchup. Over at Blackwell Park this morning, it is going to be the Newmarket Hawks of the Greater Toronto Baseball League taking on the Waterloo Tigers of the Coba Major Baseball League in the other semifinal. We're going to get things teed up for you here as we get set to go here at the park. We'll go through the starting lineups for you today. First for the visiting team from Ilderton. Leading off and catching number 13, Brad Verhoeven. Batting second, the second baseman, number 3, Jordan Camara. Batting third, the left fielder, number 7, Will Pollard. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 24, Anthony Polowick. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 4, Antolin Morales. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 19, Mitch Lumley. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 9, Josh Hare. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 38, David Panchishan. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 44, Hayden Woodley. The starting pitcher for the Ilderton River Hawks this morning is right-hander number 72, Josh Krautner. The starting lineup for the home team, the Sarnia Brigade, leading off and playing center field is number 3, Logan Buntrock. Batting second and playing second base, number 27, Carter Arts. Batting third, the first baseman, number 29, Hank Vandermeer. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 22, Wes Brooks. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 47, Cooper Clark. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 4, Blake Butler. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 12, Miles Adamson. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 31, Wade Babula. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 17, Jack Wilson. The starting pitcher this morning for the Sarnia Brigade is number 20, right-hander Quentin Johnston. Just about ready to go here as the Brigade take the field. First pitch coming up in about 2 minutes. Thank you for joining in on our feed this morning. We'll keep you updated with the other game at Blackwell through Game Changer, so make sure you stay tuned for a great day of baseball. We'll be right back in a minute. Welcome back and good morning as we're all set to go here at Stan Slack Field. Right-hander Quentin Johnston all done with his warm-up pitches. And the catcher Brad Verhoeven going to dig in for the first at-bat of the game. Johnson delivers. That ball fouled back and out of play. And we are underway with semifinal number 1 here at Errol Russell Park. Again, our other semifinal this morning happening over at Blackwell Park will feature the Newmarket Hawks and the Waterloo Tigers. No stream there, unfortunately, but we will keep an eye on the game through Game Changer and pass along updates as we stream this one here. That pitch misses down for a ball, evening the count now at 1-1. That ball popped up on the infield. Catcher Cooper Clark going to give it a look, and he makes the catch. Nice play there by the catcher Cooper Clark as he snags that one, and one out here now for the Riverhawks. Now we'll bring up Jordan Camara now to the plate. First pitch to Jordan Camara in there for a strike. Count now 0-1. Ball fouled into the netting. So the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. So the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Quentin Johnston with his sign. Here's the pitch. That ball popped up. It's going to be back and out of play. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes here on the batter, Jordan Camara. Again, just underway, top of the first inning. Semifinal number 1 of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Tournament. Fastball just misses the outside corner. I think Camara might have been thinking something different there as he took a couple of steps back to the dugout. Either way, that pitch called a ball. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled back and out of play. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Johnston. Slider popped up on the infield. That's going to be back and out of play. Cooper Clark going through a couple of signs here. Camara going to step out and reset. Has the one he wants now. Here comes the pitch. Fastball belted to left field. That's going to send Jack Wilson back, but he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So 2 down. That's going to bring up Ilderton left fielder Will Pollard. Just underway here, top of the first, no score. Delivery from Quentin Johnston. Slider that drops into the zone for strike 1. Owen won the count. Here's the pitch. One belted into the netting. Foul. Johnston finds himself ahead of Will Pollard here, 0-2. Fastball belted toward right center. That's going to get down. Bunt Rock able to get over and cut that off. Big turn by Will Pollard, but he's going to make his way back to first. And the Riverhawks have their first runner of the day on that 2-out single from Will Pollard. So that will bring up Ilderton first baseman Anthony Polowick for his first at bat. The pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Will Pollard, the runner at first. He takes his lead. That ball in on the hands, fouled back and out of play. Johnston doing a good job of getting ahead of hitters here, getting himself into productive counts. Currently up 0-2 here on Anthony Polowick. He has his sign and comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Slider down in the dirt. Good block there from catcher Cooper Clark. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Another pitch in the dirt. Again, backhanded there by Clark. Keeps it in front. Count now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And just underway here, top of the first inning, semifinal number 1 here at the CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slider, checks his swing. Umpire says yes on the swing. So on the check swing, Polowick going to be down on strikes. So in the top of the first inning for Ilderton, we have no runs on 1 hit. There were no Sarnia errors. And the Riverhawks leave 1 runner on base. The score after 1/2 inning of play, it is the Ilderton Riverhawks no score. And the Sarnia Brigade coming to bat. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first inning. So right-hander Josh Krautner going to get the call today for the Ilderton Riverhawks as the team takes the field here. We'll go through their lineup defensively from left to right. Out in the outfield, we have Will Pollard in left field. Center fielder is Hayden Woodley. Out in right field for the Ilderton Riverhawks, we have number 9, Josh Hare. On the infield, third base, we have number 19, Mitch Lumley. Shortstop is number 4, Antolin Morales. At second base, we have number 3, Jordan Camara. And over at first, we have number 24, Anthony Polowick. Doing the catching today is number 13, Brad Verhoeven. And the starting pitcher on the mound, delivering his last warm-up pitch here, is the right-hander, Josh Krautner. All set to go here is Sarnia center fielder Logan Buntrock going to make his way to the dish. Due up this inning, Buntrock to lead things off. Second baseman Carter Arts is on deck. And due up third is the big first baseman, Hank Vandermeer. So Buntrock going to settle in here for his first at bat. So we're all set to go here, bottom of the first inning. First pitch from Krautner. The fastball is just a little bit up for ball 1. One-0 pitch. That pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch. Fastball. The outside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count here on the center fielder, Logan Buntrock. Krautner set. Here comes the pitch. That ball belted up the middle. Camara going to make his way just behind second base. Throws across the diamond. And Buntrock able to beat that throw to first by about half a step. Good job by Buntrock getting out of the box there. Tough play as that one up the middle, and second baseman Jordan Camara had to throw across his body there and unable to get Buntrock in time. So the leadoff man aboard here for the Brigade in the bottom of the first. It's going to bring up Sarnia second baseman Carter Arts. Johnston, one of the better base stealers in the province, as Arts takes that pitch for a ball. A lot of speed through this Sarnia lineup. Arts another one with some good wheels. Count now 1-0. Johnston the lead from first. Krautner comes set. Here's the pitch. Belted between short and third and into left field for a single. So the Brigade threatening already here. They have runners at first and second with nobody out. One of the bigger power threats in the Sarnia lineup, Hank Vandermeer, makes his way to the plate. So first and second, nobody out here. Bottom of the first inning. One of two semifinals being played here this morning. The other one being played over at Blackwall Park between the Newmarket Hawks and the Waterloo Tigers. Again, we'll have some updates for you throughout the morning for that as Vandermeer swings through that slider for strike one. Good pitch there from Krautner as he had Vandermeer way out in front of that one. Logan Buntrock, the runner at second. Carter Arts, the runner at first. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. They're going to check. Umpire says no. So on the appeal, they say no swing. So they count 1-1 here. So a bit of a delay here as we do look like we have an ejection from the bench here for Elderton. I'm not sure who it was. So it looks like we're good to get back to play here. Counts 1-1 on the first baseman, Vandermeer. A couple of runners aboard here with nobody out. Here's the pitch from Krautner. Fastball down and in. Good block there by catcher Brad Verhoeven. Again, a little bit of weather threatening in the area today, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Right now, we've been lucky so far. I am kind of camped out under the perch here at Stan Slack Field. That ball belted towards left center. That's going to get down and in the gap. Quentin Johnston going to come around to score. Carter Arts makes his way to third. And Hank Vandermeer going to advance to second on the throw in. So it's an RBI single for Hank Vandermeer. So an RBI single for Hank Vandermeer. He advances to second on the throw in to third base. So the Brigade here with runners at second and third. Still nobody out. DH Wes Brooks going to dig in for his first at bat. First pitch to Wes Brooks. Slider on the outside corner called strike one. Catcher Cooper Clark waits on deck. Early 1-0 lead here for the Brigade. Bottom of the first inning. Right-hander Josh Krautner has his sign. Here's the pitch. Another slider. That's going to find the outside corner as well for strike two. Krautner quickly ahead in this at bat, 0-2. A little bit of a jam here for Krautner in the bottom of the first, as we already have one run across and runners in scoring position here at second and third. Nobody out. 0-2 pitch to Brooks. In on the hands, popped up on the infield. Just behind the mound. Second baseman Jordan Kamara going to take control of this one. He makes the catch, but ball was a little bit wiggly there in his glove, but able to squeeze it. So that is a big out for Krautner and the Riverhawks, as they're able to retire Wes Brooks. Due up next is the catcher, Cooper Clark. First pitch to Clark. Fastball in on the hands, called strike one. Good location there from Krautner as he's able to bury that one on the inside corner. Count now 0-1. Krautner with his sign. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed by Clark for strike two. So the count now, no balls, 2 strikes. Carter Arts, the runner at third base for the Brigade. Hank Vandermeer, the runner at second. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Krautner. Slider in the dirt. Good block there from catcher Brad Verhoeven. So the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So long look in here from Krautner as he picks up a series of signs here from catcher Brad Verhoeven. Cooper Clark going to call time. Brad Verhoeven going to take a trip to the mound here. So a little bit of a delay here as we had a trip to the mound. Time called to the plate. Looks like we're all good to go here now. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes in the batter, Cooper Clark. Krautner has his sign. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball belted to center field. That's going to send Hayden Woodley back towards the right center field gap. He'll make the catch. Both runners are tagging. And the fly ball by Cooper Clark is going to bring in the second Sarnia Brigade run of the inning. They now lead this game 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. So third baseman Blake Butler due up now. He takes the fastball in the outside corner for strike one. Hank Vandermeer also advanced to third base on that fly ball to the outfield. So he sits there with 2 outs. Butler down in the count here, 0-1. Good looking slider there from Krautner, finds the inside corner for strike two. So the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed by Butler. And he's down on strikes here to end the bottom of the first inning. But not before the Brigade is able to claim the lead in this one. They scored 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no Ilderton errors. There was 1 runner left on base. The score after 1 inning of play here at Stan Slack Field. It is the Sarnia Brigade 2, the Ilderton Riverhawks no score. We do have a quick update from our game over at Blackwell. They're still playing in the bottom of the first inning right now. The Newmarket Hawks have jumped out to a quick 5-1 lead there over the Waterloo Tigers. So again, we'll keep tabs on that one for you throughout the morning as we stream your game live here between Ilderton and Sarnia. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the top of the second inning in a few minutes. It's always fun when you're sitting in the crowd here. All right, we're back for the top of the second inning. Shortstop Antolin Morales going to lead things off here for the Riverhawks. Third baseman Mitch Lumley due up second. The right fielder Josh Hare due up third as that pitch bounces in for ball 1. Early 2-0 lead here for the Brigade in this semifinal. 1 of 2 happening this morning. The other game over at Blackwell, they are through an inning as well. The Newmarket Hawks lead that game 5-1 over the Waterloo Tigers. So that pitch misses up for ball 2. Right-hander Quentin Johnston on the mound today for Sarnia. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Good hack at that fastball. It fouls it straight back into the backstop. So the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Johnston. Fastball popped up on the infield. Second baseman Carter Arts makes his way out, and he'll make the catch. And there's 1 down here in the top of the second inning. That ball hit hard to right field. A little bit of a misstep there by the right fielder, but able to regroup and make the catch. It's Miles Adamson. A little bit of a stumble there as he was going after the ball. He gives his cleats a check. Looks like he's okay, though, and Mitch Lumley's down for the second out here in the top of the second. So that's going to bring up the right fielder, Josh Hare, for his first at bat. Little slider drops in on the outside corner for strike 1. A 1 pitch slider. Same spot on the outside corner for strike two. So very quickly, Quentin Johnston ahead here, 0-2 on Josh Hare. 0-2 pitch. Slider down and in for a ball. That ball hit the first. On a line and caught by Hank Vandermeer. And that's all for the Riverhawks here in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. The score after 1.5 innings of play remains the Sarnia Brigade 2. The Ilderton Riverhawks no score. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second inning in just a few minutes. Josh Krautner all done with his warm-up pitches, and we are all set to get back to action here in the bottom of the second inning. Championship Sunday here at the CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. Right fielder Miles Adamson going to get things going for the Brigade here in the bottom of the second inning. He'll be followed by shortstop Wade Babula. And then the left fielder Jack Wilson due up third this inning as Krautner delivers that fastball in the inside corner for strike one. A one pitch from Krautner. That slider going to miss on the outside part of the plate for ball one. One ball, one strike, the count. An early 2-0 lead here for Sarnia, this semifinal game. That ball belted towards left center. And that is going to get down in front of center fielder Hayden Woodley for a single. So Miles Adamson stands at first. Shortstop Wade Babula going to step in for his first at bat of the game. Krautner with a look in. He has his sign. Here's the pitch. That pitch up and in.
Daddy, chill. Don't try and kill him.
So the count, one ball, no strikes. Babula squares the bunt again. That pitch going to miss outside for ball two. 2-0 count now for Wade Babula. Miles Adamson stands at first. He just singled to left center field to lead off the bottom of the second inning here for Sarnia. That ball up, and that's going to get off the catcher's glove. As Verhoeven runs to the backstop to retrieve that one. So the count now 3-0. Babula had tried to square and bunt there all 3 times, but the pass ball going to take care of that for him. So the count now 3-0. Looks like we're ready to go here again. Krautner with his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider drops in there for strike 1. So the count now 3 balls, 1 strike. Miles Adamson, the runner at second. Single to lead off this inning, advanced to second on the pass ball this at bat. That fastball going to miss inside. So Sarnia threatening again here in the home half of the second. So we're going to have a mound visit here from Brendan Wraith. So mound visit all over here as everyone's going to get back to their positions. I would say Ilderton's probably going to defend here for a bunt as left fielder Jack Wilson digs in, and he's had a couple of nice ones here this weekend. He's bunted for 2 or 3 base hits that we've seen. So Krautner set. Here comes the pitch. Oh, bunt on the first pitch to him as that misses up for a ball. 1-0 the count. And after this half inning, we'll have a peek at that Newmarket Waterloo game, see how that's going. Last check we had after an inning, it was Newmarket leading that game by a score of 5-1 over Waterloo. As that pitch misses down for ball 2. So hitters count here for Jack Wilson. Both runners taking their lead here. Miles Adamson at second. Wade Babula at first. That fastball finds the inside corner for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Here's the pitch. Belted towards left field. That is going to get down for a single. Adamson going to get the stop sign at third from Coach Joel Ainsworth. With nobody out here, the Brigade have the bases loaded. And in a dangerous part of their order as we're back to the top now for center fielder Logan Buntrock. 1 for 1 today, singled back in the first inning. Scored 1 of 2 runs that inning for the Brigade. Ball chopped to third base, stays fair. Lumley with the throw to home. In time to retire Adamson there with the force out. So the force out at the plate is the first out of the inning. Bases remain loaded here, 1 out. And a very dangerous hitter with Carter Arts coming to the plate. Arts 1 for 1 as well with the single. He's also scored a run. So Buntrock remains at first here as he reaches on the fielder's choice. Krautner set now as he settles in to face Arts in this at-bat. Slider, check swing foul just over by the Riverhawks dugout. 0-1 here as right-hander Josh Krautner tries to navigate another jam here this inning. Here's the pitch. Slider hit on the ground towards short. Played there by Morales. He's going to get the force out at third. That is going to bring a run in, though. So no RBI in the fielder's choice, but that does push a run across for the Brigade, and they now lead this game 3-0. Runners remain at first and second here with 2 outs. That ball hit on the ground to first. Big hop there for Anthony Polowick. He steps on the bag. And Vandermeer's retired for the 3rd out. But the Brigade able to tack on to their lead. They score 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Riverhawks errors. And a pair of runners left on base. Score after 2 complete innings of play here at Stan Slack Field in Sarnia, Ontario. It is the Sarnia Brigade leading this game by a score of 3-0 over the Ilderton Riverhawks. Championship Sunday here at the CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. While we get a chance, we'll have a look at that other semifinal happening over at Blackwell Park. They are just into the bottom of the 2nd inning over there. Waterloo has chipped into that Newmarket lead a little bit, but it is the Hawks leading that game by a score of 5-2 over the Tigers from Waterloo. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you as we're navigating through this game here. Right-hander Quentin Johnston back out to the mound for his 3rd inning of work. We'll take a quick break and be right back in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. Top of the 3rd inning. First pitch to DH David Panchishin is taken for a ball. He hits that one towards first base, but it's going to be chopped just foul. Count evens out, 1 ball, 1 strike. Eight, 9-1 due up here for the Riverhawks. Hayden Woodley waits on deck to bat second. Due up 3rd this inning, the top of the order. As Panchishin swings through that. Change up for strike 2. The catcher, Brad Verhoeven, due up 3rd. 0-2 pitch incoming from Johnston. That one in the dirt. Good block there from Cooper Clark. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnston with his sign. Here's the pitch. Fastball up in the zone for ball 2. 2-2 count. Or sorry, 3-2 count. My bad. Here's the pitch. Fastball in on the hands. That's going to get ripped up the middle and into center field. Forgot to reset our scoreboard there for this inning, but leadoff single there for David Panchishin. And the Hawks have their leadoff man aboard here. Center fielder Hayden Woodley going to dig in now for his first at-bat of the game. Panchishin with his lead off of first. First pitch in the dirt, off the leg of Cooper Clark and back to the backstop. Ball almost kicks out of play. So Panchishin advances to second on the wild pitch. It's the count 1-0 on Hayden Woodley. Veteran outfielder who's been around this Riverhawks team for a few years now. Trying to see if he can get the Ilderton club on the board here. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Johnston. Slider that misses down for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. David Panchishin is the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball up in the zone for ball 3. So 3-0 the count now. Johnston set. Here comes the pitch. Good fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Did have a little bit of action in the Ilderton bullpen last inning. It seems to have calmed down now as right-hander Ryan Beckett was up throwing. 3-1 pitch in coming to Woodley. That's going to miss outside and low. And Woodley's going to make his way to first. First little bit of trouble here for starter Quentin Johnston now as there's a pair of runners aboard here for the Ilderton Riverhawks. Top of the order coming up now with catcher Brad Verhoeven ready to dig in for his second at bat of the game. Verhoeven popped out to catcher Cooper Clark back in the first. First pitch in the dirt there is blocked up by Cooper Clark with a little bit of help from the home plate umpire. Count now 1-0. Second baseman Jordan Camaro waits on deck. First threat of the game here for the Riverhawks as they have runners on first and second. Nobody out. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Verhoeven. Slider that's fouled into the netting here at the backstop for strike 1.
I didn't think it was just gonna bounce up like that. I thought it would have been.
So the count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnston with the sign he wants now and comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one belted into right field. It's a single. A little bit of a bobble there from Miles Adamson, but the runner being held at third. Throw comes into the plate. Good block there from Cooper Clark. That single off the bat of Brad Verhoeven has now loaded the bases with nobody out. Second baseman Jordan Camara going to make his way to the plate. Camara 0 for 1 today, flew out to left field in his first at bat. So the corner's pinching in here for the Brigade as that ball ripped towards left field, and that's going to get by Blake Butler for a single. Good throw in there from Jack Wilson as 1 run comes in. Hayden Woodley gets the stop sign at third base. And the Riverhawks finally break the goose egg here as they get their first run across on the RBI single from Jordan Camara. And that's going to draw a mound visit here from Brigade coach Joel Ainsworth. So we'll take a quick break. Bases loaded here. Nobody out for the Riverhawks. Score is 3-1 Sarnia. We'll be right back in a second. So mound visit over here. Everyone back in position and ready to go. Left fielder Will Pollard steps in. Pollard 1 for 1 today. Had a single back in the first. Base is full of Riverhawks here right now. Nobody out. Sarnia leads this game 3-1, but Ilderton poised here looking for a big inning. That pitch way up and in from Quentin Johnston. Pollard able to spin out of the way of that one for ball 1. Nothing brewing yet down in the Sarnia bullpen, but you got to figure someone's probably going to be getting up here soon. That pitch way up for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to count here on the number 3 hitter, Pollard. First baseman Anthony Polowick waits on deck. 2-0 pitch. Slider in the dirt. That's going to bounce into the netting and out of play. So everyone going to advance 1 base. That brings another run across, and they score now 3-2 for their brigade. So 3-0 count here on Pollard. Runners at second and third now. Pollard with the 3-0 hack. So no call initially on the play. They're going to get together and chat about it now. Not sure if it hit his foot or if it come down and hit the plate. The umpire's going to have a quick discussion, and he's called out. So Hayden Woodley going to get an explanation here from the umpire on what they saw in the play. It was close from back here because we have a closed view of it, so we don't really see where the ball comes down and hits, but Pollard didn't move too quickly out of the box. Either way, Woodley with his explanation. I'm sure they're not happy about that, but either way, 1 out now. Runners at second and third. First baseman Anthony Polowick going to step in. He's 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. First pitch from Quentin Johnston. Misses down in the dirt for ball 1. Good block there from catcher Cooper Clark. I believe from looking at the lineup card, there's Jake Taylor throwing down in the bullpen now. That slider misses inside for ball 2. Second and third, 1 out, 2 runs across so far this inning for the Riverhawks. They still trail in this game 3-2. That pitch misses way up and out for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes to count. Shortstop Antolin Morales waits on deck. That pitch up for ball 4. So the base is loaded again here with 1 out. Shortstop Antolin Morales going to step in. Popped out to second base in his first at bat. Pitch misses down for ball 1. Taylor looks like he's done with his warm-up pitches, so it looks like he's good to go if needed here. The righty Johnston struggling a little bit this inning with his control. That pitch misses down for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count now
We're getting the goal.
That ball popped back and out of play just to our left. Clark going to give it a look, but sails out of play. 3-2 Sarnia in this one as we play here in the top of the third. 2 runs across so far for the Riverhawks and still threatening here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Slider swung on and missed by Morales for strike 2. I believe the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch slider fouled off at the plate. Morales able to keep himself alive. Another 2-2 pitch from Johnston. Fastball hit on the ground. Foul over by the coach, Brendan Race. A little bit of a lengthy inning here. I just had to peek down in the bullpen, but that's starting pitcher Josh Krautner is just taking a couple of tosses down there, probably just to keep himself loose. That slider misses in the dirt for a ball. Count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No room for Morales here. Right-hander Quentin Johnston has the sign. Here comes the pitch. Fastball that misses up. And the walk is going to push another run across here, as Ilderton has now tied this game 3-3. That is going to produce another mound visit, and that looks like it's going to be the end of the day for right-hander Quentin Johnston. So Coach Joel Ainsworth is going to take the ball. Johnston walks off to a good ovation here. Right-hander Jake Taylor going to make his way into the game. So we'll take a bit of a break here. The Riverhawks have come back and tied this game 3-3 as we play in the top of the third. Still have the bases loaded and 1 out. We'll take a quick break and be right back in a few minutes. While we have a moment, there is another semifinal game going on over at Blackwall Park this morning between the Newmarket Hawks and the Waterloo Tigers. It was Newmarket jumping out to a quick 5-1 lead in that one, but the Tigers have chipped away at that lead and currently trail now 5-4 as they play in the bottom of the third inning. So again, we'll keep tabs on that one for you as we're playing this one here. The 2 winners are going to play here at 1:30 approximately for the championship game. That's obviously weather dependent, as there is a bit of a system that's supposed to be coming into town around 12:30. So we'll have to keep our eyes out and see what's going to happen there, but we're going to do our best to try and get everything in today. So we're back to action here. Jake Taylor all done with his warm-ups. He'll be facing third baseman Mitch Lumley. That little cutter finds the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's fouled back and out of play. Very quickly, Jake Taylor up 0-2 in this at-bat. Base is full here for Ilderton. Only one out. 0-2 pitch incoming. Curveball just misses inside for ball one. One ball, two strikes. Taylor comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider hit towards center field. Bunt Rock makes his way in. He's going to make the catch on the run. Runner tagging at third. Here's the throw at the plate. Not in time as Jordan Kamara slides in safely head first. Good relay there from Hank Vandermeer, but just a hair too late. And the Riverhawks have clawed all the way back now. They now lead this game by a score of 4-3. First pitch to right fielder Josh Hare in there for a strike. Hare 0 for 1 lined out to first base in his first at bat. Another strike there from right-hander Jake Taylor as he now has Josh Hare in an 0-2 hole here. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Slider just outside. Good location there, though, from Taylor. Couldn't get Hare to bite on that one, though. Both runners take their leads here. Anthony Polowick at second. Antolin Morales at first as that fastball is up and in for a ball. Riverhawks still threatening here. They already have 4 crossed in this inning. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. They currently lead this game 4-3 in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And the Brigade finally able to end the threat here, but not before. The Ilderton Riverhawks able to put up 4 runs that inning. So the Riverhawks, 4 runs on 3 hits. There were no Sarnia errors. There's a pair of runners left on base. The score after 2.5 innings of play here at Stan Slack Field. It is the Ilderton Riverhawks who have claimed the lead in this one now by a score of 4-3 over the Sarnia Brigade. Here on Championship Sunday of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. Glad you're able to join us here on Sunday morning. Appreciate everyone following along on the stream. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third in a few minutes. Welcome back. After giving up a 4 spot in the top of the third inning, the Brigade going to look to try and get back into the offensive column here as they trail by 1 now, 4-3. DH Wesley Brooks due up first. He hits a chopper to second. Played there by Jordan Kamara on to first. And with 1 pitch, Wesley Brooks is down for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Catcher Cooper Clark due up next. Coop with a sac fly back in the first inning. That pitch down for ball one. Blake Butler due up third this inning. She flips the ball to home plate umpire. A little bit of action down in the Sarnia bullpen as big right-hander Hank Vandermeer has gotten up to start to throw. That pitch sails up and in for ball two. Right-hander Josh Krautner doing the pitching today for the Alderton Riverhawks. Remember, Vandermeer had an appearance back in their first game against the Burlington Brants on the Hill. Through 3 innings of relief, picked up the win in that one. That ball laced to right field. Josh Hare, a little bit of a bad route there as that one scoots away from him. Clark makes his way to second. A little bit of a funny route there from Harris. I think he thought that was going to come right at him, but it kicked right a little bit. Ends up at the fence, and Cooper Clark ends up with a 1-out double to get a base runner here for the Brigade in the home half of the third inning. So third baseman Blake Butler going to dig in now. 0 for 1. He struck out in his first at bat. Krautner with the look. Spin move to second. And that was extremely close. Cooper Clark just got his hand in under the tag there. Clark and Jordan Camara having a little bit of a laugh there with each other, but that was extremely close at second on that play. Krautner's set. Here's the pitch. Butler takes that slider down for ball one. Both sides with action now in the bullpen as big righty Ryan Beckett has got back up to throw for the Riverhawks. Hank Vandermeer continuing to throw here for Sarnia. That slider drops in on the inside corner for strike one. One and one the count. Runner on second. 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the third. 4-3 Riverhawks in this one. That ball chopped back up the middle. Knocked down by Krautner with his bare hand. Looks like Krautner's okay. Camara and Antolin Morales kind of having a laugh with him there as they're telling him next time to use his glove, but not sure he would have been able to reach across to get it with his glove, but either way, it seems like he's okay. Coaches are going to come out here and have a peek real quick. Everything seems good. So Butler retired on the putout 1-3. Cooper Clark does advance to third on the play, so 2 outs, runner on third. Krautner is going to take one pitch to make sure everything's good, and it is. So right fielder Miles Adamson going to dig in for his second at bat. He had a single back in the second inning, 1 for 1 today. Krautner delivers his first pitch. Slider in the dirt. That gets between the legs of Brad Verhoeven. Going to be a close play at the plate. A little bit of bad luck there for Verhoeven as pretty much found the only spot he wasn't covering right between his legs into the backstop, and Catcher Cooper Clark scurries home with the 4th run of the game for the Brigade. This game now tied 4-4. So the count 1-0 here on Miles Adamson. He hits the ball hard to right field. That's going to get down for a single. Second hit of the day for the right fielder, Adamson. As he reaches with a 2-out single. That's going to bring up the Brigade shortstop, Wade Babula. Walked in his first at bat. He came around to score. 4-4 now as we play here, bottom of the 3rd inning. That pitch misses up and in for ball 1. Brigade got off to a quick start in this one, put up 2 in the first, 1 in the second. The Riverhawks stormed back in the top of the 3rd with 4 of their own. That ball hit hard down the 3rd baseline and fair inside the line. Going to be a play at 3rd base. Here's the throw. Not in time. As Miles Adamson slides in safely. 2-out double there for Wade Babula. Now has runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. The number 9 hitter, left fielder Jack Wilson, digs in. That first pitch in there for strike 1 from right-hander Josh Krautner. Couple of 2-out hits. Have the Brigade threatening here again. I already have 1 across this inning. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Nice looking slider there back over the outside corner for strike 2. A little bit of a shrug of the shoulders there from Wilson. Pretty good pitch there from Krautner though. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball up in the zone for ball 1. Ryan Beckett still getting loose down in the Ilderton bullpen. One-two pitch from Krautner in the dirt. Good block there by catcher Brad Verhoeven. Bottom of the 3rd inning, tie game right now, 4-4. One of 2 semifinals being played this morning. After some blistering hot weather the last 2 days, a little bit cooler here in the Sarnia area today. 2-2 pitch. That one hit towards short left field. That's going to be trouble. And that gets down in front of Will Pollard. He's not going to have a play at the plate. Great piece of hitting there from left fielder Jack Wilson as he deposits that one into short left field. That is going to plate a pair of runs. And the Brigade have reclaimed the lead here now by a score of 6-4 in this one. 2-out single off the bat of left fielder Jack Wilson. Has pushed the Brigade back into the lead in this one. We're going to check on him over at first. He's back safely. Wilson has put himself together a pretty good weekend. He's been on the base paths quite a bit. Certainly a big hit here today for his team. His 2nd on the day as he has 2 singles now and a pair of RBIs. That pitch in there for a strike to center fielder Logan Buntrock. 1 for 2 with a single back in the first. He reached on to fielder's choice in the second. That ball going to trickle through the infield just off the end of the bat. Logan Buntrock makes his way to first. Wilson makes his way around to third. We now have runners on the corners with 2 outs. A little bit of rain starts to spit here at the park. Again, we are expecting a couple of systems to come through the area today, so we're hoping to get the 2 semifinal games in for sure. There's going to be a little bit of a question mark with the final for sure. That's supposed to be played at 1:30, as the major system is supposed to come through here around 12:30 or so. Buntrock with his lead at first. First pitch way up and into Carter Arts. He'll spin out of the way of that one. Arts 1 for 2 today, singled back in the first. Also had a fielder's choice in the second. He takes ball 1 from right-hander Josh Krautner. Beckett looks like he's ready to go in the pen if needed here. Looking to see if Krautner might be able to get out of this inning, as that one in there for a strike. Evens the count now at 1-1. (6-4) Sarnia Brigade lead this game now. They've put up 3 runs here this inning to take the lead back. Here's the pitch. Buntrock takes off. That one hit to center field. Aiden Woodley going to take a couple of steps to his right, and he'll make the catch to retire the side here for the Brigade in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Sarnia able to answer back, though, after giving up 4 in the top of the 3rd. They get 3 of their own in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. There were no Ilderton errors. 2 runners left on base. We are through 3 innings of play here at Stan Slack Field. It is the Sarnia Brigade leading this game by a score of 6-4 over the Ilderton Riverhawks. We'll have a quick peek at our other game going here before we take a break. They're in the top of the 4th inning over at Blackwell Park in the other semifinal. The Waterloo Tigers have come all the way back after trailing 5-0 in that game. They now have a 6-5 lead in that one as they play in the top of the 4th inning in semifinal number 2. So we'll keep an eye on that one for you as well. Pitching change here for the Brigade as big right-hander Hank Vandermeer has made his way into the game. We'll take a break and we'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning in a few moments. So it looks like a couple of defensive changes here for the Brigade. Wesley Brooks has come in, and he is now playing first off the DH spot. So it looks like Sarnia has lost their DH. I believe that is Quentin Johnston. Carter Arts is at second. So just a straight change for the DH. I think Vandermeer in to pitch. Wesley Brooks is at first. And after batting through the order last inning, we are leading off here with DH David Pancition as he takes strike 1 from Hank Vandermeer, the new pitcher here for the Brigade. So that slider misses outside for ball 1. Fastball misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Again, we are expecting a little bit of weather in the area today. Hoping it holds off here at least for the semifinal games, and we'll have to see what happens for the championship game that's supposed to take place here at 1:30. There may be a little bit of a delay with that depending on how much weather we get. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Vandermeer. That one finds the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Pancition thinking that one missed low, so he's going to go retrieve his bat. Center fielder Hayden Woodley due up second this inning, and then it's back to the top of the order. And catcher Brad Verhoeven due up third. Full count here on the DH position. Here's the pitch from Vandermeer. That one fouled off at the plate. So we'll reset here again with another full count offering. Here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. It's going to trail out towards short center field. Nice loud call there from Buntrock. He makes the catch. And David Panshishin is down for the first out here in the top of the fourth inning. So 1 out. Number 9 hitter, center fielder Hayden Woodley digs in now. Woodley with a walk in his first at bat. He also scored 1 of 4 runs in the third inning for the Alderton Riverhawks. That slider drops in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Good fastball there from Hank Vandermeer. Finds the outside corner, and he's very quickly up. No balls and 2 strikes here on Hayden Woodley. Oh-2 slider, chopped in the ground to short. Wade Babula going to come in, but he's unable to make the play. Tough one there. It might have been, could have been close at first, but it looked like Woodley was going to be able to beat that one out. That one going to be scored a hit. So we have a runner on first here now with 1 out. We're back to the top of the order. Catcher Brad Verhoeven set for his third at bat. 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. Popped out to the catcher back in the first inning. Woodley with his lead from first. First pitch. Slider on the outside corner for strike 1. All the way back in our first game, we had a chance to talk to Hank Vandermeer after the game. As he pours that one in there for strike 2. Hank, new to the team this year, played some junior ball down in the States last year, just south of Chicago. Next year, going to be going to a D1 in Louisiana. He's going to check over to first. Woodley back in safely. So it's great to be able to talk to Hank. Always good to meet some of the news. And looking at this starting a roster, obviously we haven't seen too much of them this year. But certainly a lot of familiar faces around as Verhoeven pops that one up at the shortstop. Babula's going to make the catch. Verhoeven pounds his bat down in disgust. He had a pretty good pitch to do something with there and just misses it. So 2 outs now, and that's going to bring up the second baseman, Jordan Camara.
We froze it for a little bit, like it was hard to squish, but
Camara takes the first pitch from Hank Vandermeer for ball 1. Camara 1 for 2 today with a single, a run scored, and an RBI. They quickly check over to first, and I think Hayden Woodley going to take a second to make sure he's okay there. That one might have caught him in a not-so-nice spot. Right-hander Ryan Beckett continues to throw down in the Alderton bullpen. Not sure if we're going to see a change here next inning, but starting pitcher Josh Krautner standing outside the dugout. That one hit on the line just over the head of Wade Babula. Hayden Woodley was on the move on that play. Here's the throw to third. He slides in safely. A little bit of a bobble there from Blake Butler as they look like they might have a play at second, but Jordan Camara slides in safely. And the Riverhawks trying to work some magic here with 2 outs now as they have runners at second and third. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Will Pollard. So that's a single for Kamara, his second hit of the day. He advances to second on that throw into third base. Looks like Woodley might be shaking up a bit there at third base. He's taking a second to kind of try and stretch it out and make sure he's okay. He's back on the bag, so he looks like he's good. So second and third, 2 outs. Left fielder Will Pollard going to dig in now. Certainly a drastic change in the weather today after having temperatures in the 30s on Friday and Saturday. A little bit chilly here today with some rain coming down currently at the park. Just a light drizzle, though, so we're okay for now. First pitch from Hank Vandermeer. Slider that drops in there for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to count here on the left fielder, Will Pollard. Here's the pitch. Another slider hit on the ground towards short. Big hop for Wade Babula. A little bit of a stumble, throws across. And he's able to retire Pollard at first base. And Hank Vandermeer and the Brigade able to skate out of that jam with no damage done. No runs on 2 hits. There were no Sarnia errors. 2 runners left on base. The score after 3.5 innings of play, it remains the Sarnia Brigade 6, the Alderton Riverhawks 4. Josh Krautner going to make his way back out to the mound. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th inning in just a couple of minutes. So Josh Krautner all done with his warm-up pitches, and we're set to go here for the bottom of the 4th inning with pitcher Hank Vandermeer coming to the plate. Rain starting to get a little more steady here at the park. We're going to do our best to try and keep everything up here, but if she really opens up, I might have to take the equipment down here so it doesn't get wet. But we're going to do everything we can here to try and stay on the air. So if you're watching, make sure you do your rain dance. All right, we're all set here. Vandermeer in the box. Josh Krautner on the mound. 6-4 lead here for the Sarnia Brigade over the Alderton Riverhawks in one of 2 semifinals being played. That pitch misses down for a ball. Our other semifinal over at Blackwell, they're just getting into the top of the 5th. And the score there still remains Waterloo 6, Newmarket 5. That ball hit on the ground to first. Anthony Polowick with the play. He's going to flip to Krautner. He steps on the bag. And Hank Vandermeer is retired for the first out. So 1 out here, and that's going to bring up the now first baseman, Wesley Brooks, who started this game off as the DH. That pitch misses for a ball. So the Brigade without a DH now for the rest of the game as Hank Vandermeer's come in to pitch, and the DH, Brooks, has gone in to play first base. Is that one called a strike? Count even now, 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch misses down and in. Good scoop there by Brad Verhoeven. So the count now, 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball chopped foul at the plate, just behind. So count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, come down.
2-2 pitch, hit on the ground to second base. Jordan Kamara takes that on the big hop. Throws on to Polowick at first. Wesley Brooks retired for the second out. So we have 2 outs now. The catcher, Cooper Clark, going to dig in. Clark 1 for 1 today, doubled in his last at bat, had a sac fly in the first. Krautner's fastball finds the inside corner for strike 1. Again, if you're just joining in, a little bit of rain starting to come down here in the area. We're going to do our best to keep everything rolling here, but if it gets heavy, unfortunately, I'm going to have to make sure the equipment doesn't get wet. Ooh. That fastball misses inside. Catches Cooper Clark in the arm, and he's going to make his way to first. So 2 out base runner here for the Riverhawks. Brendan Wraith's going to make his way out to the mound. He'll take the ball from Josh Krautner, as that will be the end of his day. Right-hander Ryan Beckett going to make his way into the game. So we'll take a break here for a second. Runner on first. 1 out for the Brigade. 2 outs for the Brigade. Right-hander Ryan Beckett comes into this game in a straight pitching change. 6-4 Sarnia leads the Ilderton Riverhawks in this semifinal game. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back in a few minutes. So right-handed pitcher Ryan Beckett all done with his warm-up pitches. We're set to get back to action here as third baseman Blake Butler steps in for Sarnia. Cooper Clark, the runner at first, he just got hit by a pitch with 2 outs. As that slider misses high for ball number 1. One of 2 semifinals being played this morning. The other one over at Blackwell Park is featuring the Newmarket Hawks and the Waterloo Tigers as that pitch misses inside for a ball. Two 2-0 pitch, just going to miss inside. 3-0 the count now. Quick check of that game over at Blackwell. Score still remains there, 6-5. The Waterloo Tigers leading the Newmarket Hawks in that one. That fastball going to find the inside corner from Beckett for strike 1. They are still playing in the 5th there, according to Game Changers, so we'll keep eyes on that game for you as we complete this one here. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Beckett. Good looking pitch there, splits the plate for strike 2. So the count full here with 2 outs. The runner Cooper Clark at first, he's going to be on the move as the first baseman Anthony Polowick will shift behind him. Beckett set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Blake Butler down on strikes. And that is all for the Brigade here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No runs on 1 hit. There were no Ilderton errors. And the Brigade strand 1 runner on base. We are through 4 innings of play here at Stan Slack Field at Errol Russell Park. The score remains Sarnia Brigade 6, the Ilderton Riverhawks 4 on Championship Sunday of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. We'll take a short pause and be right back with the 5th inning in a few minutes. The Dropkick Murphys take us into the top of the 5th inning here at Stan Slack Field. 6-4 Sarnia leads this semifinal game over the Ilderton Riverhawks. Middle of the order due up here for Ilderton. It's the first baseman Anthony Polowick going to get things going against big right-hander Hank Vandermeer. Shortstop Antolin Morales due up second. And the third baseman Mitch Lumley due to hit third this inning. Again, just a steady drizzle going on here at the park as that one's chopped foul down the first base line. Not enough to do anything to the field, but I'm sure there's a lot of people behind me can attest to, just enough to annoy you while you're trying to watch baseball. 1-1 count here on the first baseman Polowick as that slider misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Vandermeer with his sign. He comes set. Fastball chopped in the ground to first. That one is going to stay inside the line. And Wesley Brooks will step on first. So Polowick retired for the first out. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Antolin Morales. Morales 0 for 1 today, popped out to second, walked in his last at bat. First pitch swung through and missed for strike one. That slider up and in for a ball. One ball, one strike to count here on the shortstop, Morales. Good fastball there from Vandermeer, but that misses the inside corner for ball two. Another good fastball there from Vandermeer. That one does catch the inside corner for strike two. Evens the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Antolin Morales, the batter here, with 1 out in the top of the 5th. That pitch drops in there for strike 3. And Morales down on strikes for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now, and third baseman Mitch Lumley going to make his way to the plate. Lumley 0 for 1 today, flew out to right field. Also flew out to center field, but it was a sac fly. That produced a run back in the third inning. So Mitch Lumley takes that one on the shoulder, and he'll make his way down to first. So a 2-out base runner for the Riverhawks here as the rain starts to intensify a little bit at the park. First pitch to Josh Hare in there for strike 1. Hare 0 for 2, a strikeout and lined out to first. Mitch Lumley takes his lead off first. That slider on the outside corner for strike 2. Pretty close pitch there. So quick 0-2 hole here for the right fielder Josh Hare. That one misses down and in for ball 1. Shuffles the feet of the batter, Josh Hare. That one popped up towards right center field. Logan Buntrock going to take a few steps to his right. He'll make the catch. And that's all for the Riverhawks here in the top of the 5th inning. No runs on no hits. There were no Sarnia Brigade errors. And the Ilderton Riverhawks strand 1 runner. We head to the home half of the 5th inning. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 6, the Ilderton Riverhawks 4. Take a quick break. We'll be right back for the home half of the 5th in a few minutes. Thank you for joining us here for Championship Sunday of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. So we're all set for the home half of the fifth inning. 6-4 Sarnia leads Ilderton here in this semifinal game of the 2026 CABC Gold Bat Invitational Tournament. He takes a fastball up and in from right-hander Ryan Beckett. Him being Miles Adamson at the plate. 1-0 pitch. That one's going to catch Adamson in the back, and he'll make his way to first.
No way! Yes, start!
Malcolm to the plate. Wade.
Wade.
You
Go Wade!
So Miles Adamson, the runner on first, as he was just hit by a pitch. The rain really starting to pick up here at the park now. That pitch misses up for ball one. You got to think it's going to be a little bit of a factor now for pitching, as we already saw Beckett kind of trying to knock the mud out of his cleats. Footing going to become a little bit of an issue here probably. That pitch in there for strike one. Babula is 1 for 1 today with a double. He scored a pair of runs as well. And after a little bit of a drizzle for the last 2 innings, the rain really starting to come down here now. So with the rain picking up here, it looks like the umpires have decided they're going to take a break here and try and get the field covered. So teams are going to go back to their dugouts here. We're going to give it a little bit of time, see what's going to happen. I'm sure the grounds crew are going to come out here and cover up the mound on the plate. So we are into a rain delay here right now officially. Runner on first with nobody out here. Bottom of the fifth inning for the Brigade. And they currently lead this game by a score of 6-4. So we'll keep the stream on here as long as we can. Right now the wind's in a good direction for us. And we'll wait it out here and see what happens. So again, 6-4, bottom of the fifth inning. And we are currently in a rain delay right now here at Stan Slack Field. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yeah, no. Well, it's because I moved that. It was me.
Oh.
No one else's fault except me. That's broken anyway, Alvin. I'm gonna have to get a new one. Throw it right in the fucking garbage. Stream over.
Not much to stream in